By the right of the council, by the will of the Force, welcome back into another episode of Jedi Talk, the Top 10 edition. This is our Wednesday show, and last week we did Top 10 sequel trilogy moments. That means this week we are going back to some people's favorites, original trilogy, Top 10 favorite moments. But before we get to that, I need you to take your Kylo Ren helmets off and put your slave Leia bikinis back on top, and be sure you're wearing some pants, because nobody wants to see that and stain your grandmother's basement.
I'm taking my pants off.
Ah, Christ on a crust. But that's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Tom Oakry. Thank you, and welcome into Jedi Talk. Across from me is the man you just heard putting his pants back on.
Zip.
Is one Brad Hughes. Brad, how the fuck are you over there?
I'm good. We are less than a week. By the time you're hearing this, we will be getting, a week from then, we'll be getting off the Halcyon.
Oh, my lord.
And it'll be May the 4th.
Man,
yay. We might have the Qui-Gon saber. We might not. Who knows? But I'm doing good, man.
Yep. Great to know. And to my immediate left and his right, and directly across from the Lando Trilogy series character, Evan T. Boucher. Evan, how the fuck are you?
Hello there again, my friends. I'm great. I'm just really sad that I missed my favorite trilogy, the sequel trilogy, for my top 10 list. But you guys know that would have been Kylo does this, Kylo does that, Kylo does this. That would have been my top 10.
I didn't know if you were going to make it tonight or not. I was going to tell you to just do like a lightning round top 10 for yourself.
Honestly, it would have, I think, been...
Do you have them off the top of your head?
No. I think like my favorite moment is the Kef beer fight with Rey and Kylo.
That's dope.
That's probably my favorite moment. I think, honestly, Last Jedi Throne Room is my number 2. Because you're going to see Kylo just kill Snoke, which is pretty dope. And, I mean, like I said, it's going to be all like Kylo from then on. Like the... why am I forgetting the planet that they go to? The snowy planet? Kijimi. The Kijimi fight with Rey and Kylo is pretty cool.
Oh, the Force time fight.
Yeah. Honestly, that's most of my list. Just that kind of stuff. But, yeah, I'm excited for this one. I struggled to come up with 10 for a second, but I got them, and I was like, oh, duh. Those obviously are my favorite 10 moments.
Yeah, this one was really easy for me, and I have a lot of honorable mentions. But before we get to that, make sure you follow us on TikTok at Jedi Talk, and follow us on Instagram at Jedi Talk Podcast, and make sure you follow Fourth Mother Box as well.
And before we get to that, can I not wear my Kylo helmet and my slave Leia at the same time? I have to take one off?
Yes.
Oh.
Them's the rules.
All right. I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Also, if you listen to the last episode, you know that I have a panel that I am hosting at Star Wars Celebration May 26th from 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. at the fan stage. At the fan stage, yeah. Sorry, I almost said fan stage panel. At the fan stage at Star Wars Celebration. Make sure you go check that out. Make sure you grab your Jedi Talk sticker. They will be here. And I'm excited. I'll be the dude in the Jedi Talk t-shirt.
Pacific Standard Time. We should make that very clear.
Yes, it is. It is LA time. And from what I understand, they're going to be trying to stream as many panels as they possibly can.
Cool.
So it's very possible that it gets filmed and it is live streamed. So if that's the case, I should know before then. And I'll give you guys that information as well. But just kind of follow Star Wars Celebration that whole week so you can see all the cool stuff that happens. But if they don't, my dad is sending me a camera, one of his cameras, and I'm going to record it with one of his cameras.
I'll get to watch TV and be like, I know that guy.
I know that guy on the stage. So the fan stage is pretty big. I don't know if you guys saw the one from Chicago. It was pretty big. So
good.
It's a big stage.
Hopefully a lot of people follow through and stop.
And I announced it in a few Facebook groups. People were like, that's a great topic. And I think it's really smart because that same...
No one's done it.
I think it's the same night as the Disneyland
thing.
Shoot. Star Wars night. Star Wars night?
So
Have you found a ticket?
No.
There'd be a scalper outside.
$5,000.
They're like 300 on eBay. I already looked.
Jeez.
I'm just like, I can't do that. That's too much. So I think people who are going to come see it are going to be going there, and you're going to want to see all the details and the Easter eggs and stuff that I talk about that day on the panel.
Yeah.
And then go see it for themselves at Disneyland. So I'm excited.
That would be cool.
Come see it if you're going to Star Wars Celebration. All right, let's get to this.
Speaking about coming to see it, all right, you said you got a lot of honorable mentions. I really only have one, and it's kind of a stretch honorable mention, but Evan, how many do you maybe have?
I got just 10. No honorables.
Okay. Yeah, mine's like a kind of honorable, but Brad, it sounds
I've got
like
4.
Oh, that is a lot. All right.
You always make up for my lack of honorables.
Power through them.
All right, destroying the first and second Death Star. The B-Wing introduction in Episode 6.
Didn't make your list? Whoa.
Obi-Wan appearing for the first time on Hutt as a Force Ghost, because that kind of sets the tone for what Force Ghosts can do.
Hello.
Even first time you see a Force Ghost. First time you see it, you kind of hear him, but you don't know in the context of the first movie if he's just thinking about Ben.
Yeah, he's like chilling
and then Luke getting the lightsaber in A New Hope.
Very good. Good ones, yeah. Those are good honorable mentions.
Yeah.
My honorable mention actually isn't technically in any of the original trilogy, but I include Rogue One as part of the trilogy era movies, so I got to throw Vader's scene in there. Because we're not going to do a top 10 from Rogue One. Because
we could do a top 10 from Rogue One and Solo.
Okay, I'd be down
cool.
for that.
We could do that.
I'd be down for that. Let's do that.
Okay.
To get everyone excited for Andor.
Yeah. Cassia.
I'm excited for it.
I'm not. I could care less. I couldn't care less. Sorry. I could.
Probably get more
Could
Saw
not care
Gerrera
less.
in it.
Oh, yeah.
Lies.
Deception.
Lies.
Deception. All right. You want me to kick this shit
Yeah,
off?
kick it off and then we'll just go clockwise.
Clockwise, indeed. All right. You know, I'm doing it a little
Clockwise.
different. I didn't actually number them out, but I got my 10 here, so I'm just going to just pick on the fly. Let's do it. I would say my number 10, and this is one of my favorite parts, is when Obi-Wan Kenobi in the cantina in A New Hope just cuts a dude's arm off and then nobody gave a shit.
Crossover.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of crossover. in
Same,
this
yeah,
one.
that's on mine.
Oh, damn.
Mine's way up higher, though.
Yeah. I just find it more comedic, and I know it's a very pivotal scene and it's important for its reasons, but it's just funny that they're like, yeah, all right.
And I think it's hilarious that, well, first thing it does, it shows you what a lightsaber can do.
Yes.
Because you're like, oh, cool, it's like a lightsaber. And then you see it, you're like, oh,
In action, yeah.
shit. It can rip off someone's arm who didn't even have that arm.
Right.
That's a powerful weapon.
It gave that guy an arm and then ripped it off.
Because it's not his
It's
arm.
not the same arm.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I wish, did Lego do something with that? Be like, oh, that's not my piece, or did he click it?
that would be
Oh, I
hilarious.
can't remember.
They should have. If
They
did.
probably did, yeah.
I bet they did. That's something they would do.
If he comes up and goes, where'd that come from?
Yeah.
No matter. Keep moving.
What's your number 10, Evan?
Number 10 was one of your honorable mentions, that Luke receiving his father's saber in A New Hope.
Yeah,
Because
it's a
apparently his
beautiful
father
moment.
wanted him to have that lightsaber.
Ah,
I
did he
didn't
now?
know that. That's an interesting tidbit there, Obi-Wan.
I think that's just
But-
part of the lie.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
your dad
originally,
was
I don't
like,
think it was a lie, but now looking back, it's
yeah.
like, yeah, not really. But it's just, that's
lightsaber.
that's the introduction to basically Obi-Wan, and then a little bit of whoever Anakin was, and then introduction of this elegant weapon.
It's great scene. It was so close to making my list, but I just could not mention it.
Number 10.
My number 10, fuck you, Kyle, Obi-Wan's death.
Ah,
I had to put it on there. Just, it's a great scene. And it's
crossover.
I got that on mine too.
ties into, what we see with the Force Ghost. It's kind of jarring for time you see it. You're like, what the hell?
Yeah,
What
where
the-
does body go?
What the hell? What the
yeah.
hell? What the hell? I'm gonna come with my lightsaber.
Oh no.
That's my number 9, so I'll just jump right into my thoughts too.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah, so
You too, right? Jesus
That's not my
Christ.
number
Oh.
9, but it's on my list.
So it's a swing and right through Obi-Wan Kenobi, and yes, fuck you, Kyle is right, because this sets the tone for Luke literally the rest of his career
As we see in the
as
sequels.
a Jedi, as we do see in the sequels,
Yep.
because he lives through his master's
Yeah.
story.
It would have been cool if when he reconnected to the Force, Obi-Wan reached back out to him too.
That would have
That
been
Yeah.
would have been cool.
Yeah,
Because Yoda shows up and he's like, "Missed you, have I?"
You
Where's
can't
Obi-Wan
shove all
go?
that shit in though.
yeah,
I
it's
mean,
a
like,
lot. Yoda was better in that position.
Yeah, you got to pick Yoda.
It would have
of
been
the
cool if
two.
it was both of them having that conversation with him. I think that would have worked very well. Like if you'd have
That should
gotten
be a
Ewan back,
cool exercise. Like, what dialogue would you write for Obi-Wan to say in that scene?
I think you just split the dialogue between him and Yoda.
They
I mean,
just
it's
both say tidbits of info back
yeah,
and forth.
you could literally keep the same dialogue and just
Tidbits
have
of
half.
knowledge.
Luke, this is what I looked like when I knew your father.
Your father.
I don't look like Alec Guinness. I look like
Have they ever explained why
Ewan
that is
McGregor.
in canon?
Nope.
I like the other version of Anakin
Nope.
so much better.
Me too.
But like the original Force Ghost,
It should
before
be
they
what
put
you look like when you
Hayden's
pass
face-
away. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
yeah.
Have they ever explained that?
Nope.
Why that's the case? Like why do we see Hayden at the end now versus
Nope.
Maybe you just get to
Sebastian
pick?
Shaw?
I don't know.
Why
I
would you
mean, you're
pick
a-
old ass
You're
Obi-Wan?
a Force ghost. Because he feels wiser and he's looking to hook up with that Force grandma over down on Jedi Street.
She takes the teeth out.
Yeah.
and strokes my lightsaber with a
This
mouth.
is right. I like it.
Yeah.
Keep on going.
I'm
you will
about
finish.
to force ejaculate into you.
You will let me finish on your face.
You could use your favorite term again. Force impregnate.
Force impregnate. Oh, so creepy.
just thinking of.
Say it.
Nope.
Say
I'm just thinking about him like doing the Force mind
You
wave.
will
or-
suck my dick.
Yeah.
You will
Oh
let me
my
put it in
gosh.
your ass.
Oh, how did we get to this? point?
Obi-Wan is
It's
canceled.
just what we do.
He's now canceled.
Obi-Wan's
Before the show
canceled,
even
yes.
comes
This is
out,
what we
he's now
do.
canceled.
All right. What's next?
Can you cancel a fictional
You're number
character?
9, Evan,
think
for the
you
love of
can.
God.
I think you can.
Probably.
Well, he's now canceled, but my number 9 is Obi-Wan when he cuts that dude's arm off. But mainly like the whole cantina scene. But like when you narrow it down to that because it shows what the saber does.
See, I have I have the cantina scene later on my list, but it's for other reasons.
I can see that.
My number 9 is Luke's introduction in Return of the Jedi.
God damn it.
Oh man,
Is that yours too?
That's a good one.
My number 8, yeah.
That's
Oh,
not on
wow.
mine, but nice. Go ahead,
Dude, that is such a fucking awesome moment. Like
Yes.
seeing him from how we left him in Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
He's got the all dark on. You're like, you don't even know it's him. First time you see it, you're like, who the fuck is this
Who's
guy?
our Jedi Knights?
And then just because, especially with like the new lightsaber, you don't really.
Right.
It takes a second. Like you kind of go like, who is this guy? Kind of like Obi-Wan's lightsaber almost.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then you see it's Luke. You're like, oh shit! And then he's like a fully formed, calls himself a Jedi Knight.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's just.
I love
one of the
Han's
coolest
reaction later
introductions.
too. Is like
The
Jedi Knight.
Yeah.
You're having delusions of grandeur.
Yeah, he's having delusions of grandeur.
Yeah.
That whole Jabba's palace scene is just cool. Then he fights the Rancor. I don't know how long we want to like drag out that introduction as a scene,
Yeah.
but
it's
it's just cool. It just shows, and not to mention the deleted scene of him building the lightsaber is fucking awesome.
Which there's a figure of over here somewhere.
Right over here on the
Yeah.
wall. I know where they're all at now. I know that I've reorganized all of them. Yeah, it's just that scene is just so dope. It just sets the tone for how great Return of the Jedi is.
Yep. That's
my number 1.
It's my second favorite Star Wars film.
See,
It's the
last is mine.
Best of the original.
It's best by far.
So
Well, not by far. I think I think Empire Strikes Back is the best, but it's my favorite.
You know what? You asked me a question a few podcasts ago, and I finally came up with an answer for it. You were like, you can't cut something out of Empire Strikes Back, and that's what makes it a good movie. I think you
Exactly.
can absolutely cut out the Millennium Falcon inside the worm.
You're not well.
Because
Yeah.
he
it gives
goes
us
to
a little
hide, and
more-
he comes, but he can just come back. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
that's
just kind
true.
of
It gives us more of Han and like Leia though together, forming that love. You know, I mean, that's me trying to play devil's advocate. I think you're right, but
Yo, just lift up the door. Just lift it up.
I thought somebody ran into the
No,
garage.
just lift it up.
Duncan came
Duncan's
in.
like, I got this.
I got this.
That's not Duncan. Lift up the garage door.
Oh, who the hell is that then?
That is Holly's. Her name's
Oh,
Izzy.
you're right. It's
Oh,
not Duncan.
it's
I'm
not.
a
I just
horrible Duncan
assumed it
friend.
was
Similar.
Duncan.
I'm a horrible Duncan friend.
They look similar.
Do we need to help them?
Just lift up the garage door. Pick it up by the
Lift-
bottom.
Lift
Jesus
it up
Christ.
to the Lord.
Lift it up.
Lift it up to the Lord. Use the Force.
They're walking away, dude. It's fine. It's fine. They're walking away. It's my daughter and my niece out there coming to say hi. What were we talking about?
I don't remember. Return of the Jedi, Luke.
Oh,
Yeah, he was
cutting
badass.
out
Empire
scenes
Strikes Back.
in
I'm
Empire.
gonna say
Oh.
Empire. Yeah,
I think you could honestly cut that out.
I'm
I
gonna
was trying to
disagree
play
for a
devil's
reason
advocate.
later on in my list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, does that happen then?
Is it the Family Guy scene when Peter keeps shooting? He's
I
like,
was-
wait a
I was
minute.
about to say you don't get
Something's
that
not
moment.
right.
Wait
Hold
a
on a
second.
minute.
Wait
Something's
a
going
minute.
on here.
What's happening?
Yeah, I love that scene. I brought those back with me too from Indiana, so I'll be watching those.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
Sweet.
love those.
On Blu-ray or DVD?
Yeah.
Nice. I might need to borrow those before celebration.
Oh yeah, you can definitely
What's
borrow.
your number 8, Evan?
Number 8, Brad should love this, is the speeder bike chase on the Forest Moon of Endor from Return of the Jedi.
Didn't make my list, but it
Oh,
should have.
That's one of my...
Finally,
that-
no
I think-
crossover.
Okay, that's not my favorite scene from this film, but it's one of them, and it's one of the few that made top 10 from this film. But
I love the Scout Troopers. I love the
yeah,
look of them.
that Scout Trooper design's great. The speeder bike design is great. Every time I go into Launch Bay, I just stop and look at that one they have there.
So sick.
There used to be
Bring
one
back
outside of Star
Launch Bay.
Tours.
I think it's coming back, man.
Yeah, I'm hearing
Oh,
rumblings that
yeah.
it's coming back.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. After hearing rumblings that it was not coming back, so who knows anymore?
Well,
But-
that would be progress if they are bringing it back.
Yeah.
So let's go with it's coming back.
Yeah.
I think it will. I mean, you
Yep.
got to meet Chewie.
Yeah.
Got to meet Chewie, and
But-
they could have a rotating. I think what they should do is
Let's
they
do
should
like Phasma, Vader, Boba. Just kind of
just
cycle
those
through
guys.
those.
Just cycle
That's all
through
you
those.
gotta
I
do.
think that would be. I think people would like that a lot.
Yeah.
The BB-8 meet and greet is underrated too. That thing.
Yeah,
is
Yes.
really
you get to
cool.
meet a freaking droid. It's
Yeah,
an
it was
animatronic
really-
there.
I love
Yeah.
that meet and greet.
But the 2 times I've done Hagrid's, it's a great roller coaster, but I just envision myself on a speeder bike.
Yeah,
going
that was
through.
a plan on Batuu, man. They were gonna have a speeder
I
bike ride.
like I've said before, I don't want it on Batuu, but I want it by Star Tours. Give me that by Star Tours.
You wouldn't seem like you're going through the spires on Batuu.
No, because I don't want to see roller coaster track going all over the place.
What if it wasn't in Batuu, but it was themed to Batuu? So it wasn't canon, but it was
That works.
okay.
That works.
That's a tightrope to walk.
It
but
is.
It would be cool.
That's how much
I
of
don't
a,
know
like,
about
Just
that.
recreate the speeder bike chase through Endor.
Sure, you could do it.
The
but
Tron coasters, where you could easily
Yeah.
basically,
refit
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like my dream. That would have been so cool if they'd have done that.
Mhm.
They really should have a third attraction at Galaxy's Edge. It's big
Mhm.
enough.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is.
They'll add it one day,
Yeah.
maybe.
What's your number
As
8?
long as it's not with this team we have. Let's give it another 30 years. Keep saying that.
My number 8 is Han going into Carbonite.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
Iconic scene. I love you. I know. I love all that stuff. It's been played to death, but it really is a cool moment.
Mm-hmm.
Just like how he looks going in there, like I love the look of the Carbonite. It's one of my Black Series figures. I have just him and Carbonite. I love if I ever win the lottery, there's two things I'm gonna blow my money on instantly. The two dumb things I would buy is I would have a life-size, realistic version of Darkwing Duck's Ratcatcher motorcycle. I don't even ride motorcycles, but I would have it with the sidecar too, 100%
Yeah,
completely
man.
accurate.
Yeah.
The second thing would be there's a thing I saw at Celebration Orlando, and it was a life-size, completely movie accurate, detailed to the nines Han and Carbonite.
That's awesome.
It was so fucking cool.
That's
It was
pretty cool.
It was like Harrison's Ford actual height, like the prop size.
Did it have the lights on the
nice.
side that actually lit up?
Yeah, it was
I've
incredible.
seen those too. Yeah.
It was like $10,000, but it was
It's actually
so
kind of
dope.
cheap, honestly.
For how big it is and what it looks like. It's really
Mhm.
dope.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That would be two dumb things I would buy.
Have
but
they
I
ever
love it.
explained how he gets his hands up there?
No, I was just about to say that. I
Yeah.
don't know how they.
Not that it really
because
matters.
they're
but-
cuffed,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It's so dope. I don't care.
I don't care either.
I'm assuming that it was so cold it broke the metal.
Yeah.
That's very possible.
works.
And he
Could be.
freaked out. And
Or he's just so strong. He just.
he's just such a gangster.
Yeah.
Who knows? All right. Number 7. Let me play a little tune. See if you know what my 7 is.
Yep. So that means you like this
almost-
ending over Yub Nub?
I like it better than Yup Nub.
I
Yeah.
go
I do
back
too.
and forth. I love the visuals of this
Oh,
ending better.
no, I like Yub Nub better.
But I love Yub Nub's music.
I like the music.
But
music
you
from
couldn't
Yub
put them
Nub better.
together. It would not look good.
No,
So you
I
have to have
actually
one
like
or
this
the other.
music better than Yub
I love
Nub.
that music, but I just
Yeah.
I love the Yub Nub.
I just
music
like the
for that
whole,
scene.
I don't know, the whole celebration. Like it's finally over, and then
Yeah.
we get the Anakin Force Ghost, we get Obi-Wan, we get Yoda. It's just a nice wrap up to a fucking great Star Wars movie.
Yep, I love
Mhm.
it. It's such a good ending. It might be the best ending in Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Actually,
think
yeah.
I'm with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like close to a
And possibly
Trill.
the best special edition because it puts
Yeah.
Coruscant in there. Like you get to see how Coruscant kind of is celebrating.
I would love
And
to do it.
Naboo's got a little scene in there.
I would
Right.
love to do top 10 best and worst
Special
special
edition.
editions.
Yeah. That'd be fun. But
And it
yeah,
wouldn't be
it's a great
be
ending.
10 of each. It'd be like 5 and 5.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But yeah, but it also has the Return of the Jedi is a great movie, but it also has the worst.
Yeah. Jedi rocks.
Well, I hate that shit. It's terrible. But
Evan, you're 7.
My number 7 is one of the most iconic scenes in all of Star Wars. We keep getting callbacks to it. Is the twin sons.
that's on my list too, but
that
it's
just
not quite.
Shows you Luke, and then he doesn't have any blue milk there, but Lego thinks he does for some reason. So
Yeah.
they keep shoving blue milk in his face during that scene.
Oh, really? I
He
haven't
drinks
got
a
to that yet.
shit ton on Octo.
Yeah. But no, that scene's great. We get it again, kind of parallels in Last Jedi. We get it all the time when anyone's on Tatooine. Rey goes there at the end of Episode 9. You get it then.
I think the best
that
moment-
sets the tone for a lot of Star Wars.
I think the best. I'll talk about it more when we get to mine because it's on my list too.
Yeah.
I knew this list would be a
If-
lot of crossover.
Yeah, if you have to put, I think, Star Wars into one scene, I think that would be the scene.
That was what I was gonna say. It has.
Yeah.
I'll
stop.
Say,
That's the last thing I'm going to say, so you can
I'll
talk
get, I'll
more
get to
later.
my thing there. Where we at? 7.
Yeah.
Number 7.
My number 7 is the Battle of Hoth. I'm sure this is on both your
Yeah,
lists.
you know that's on mine.
No.
Nope.
Man.
Really?
Really?
Wow. That's gangster.
Wow.
That's such a great
They see
scene.
me rolling.
The music is fantastic.
Yeah.
The AT-ATs.
I haven't seen that scene. Is that a deleted scene? It's got to be deleted.
No, you've seen it.
It's definitely deleted.
You've seen it.
I saw it. Deleted scene.
Nope.
That featured these
AT-AT.
weird vehicles called
Disney-
AT-ATs.
Even Star Wars calls them AT-ATs.
You're
wrong.
not allowed to drink fuzzy tauntauns anymore.
I am too.
No, if you didn't see the scene.
They're in that scene?
It's a rule. You have to decode it in Arabish. It says if you haven't seen the battle with the
So
AT-ATs,
what do I decode?
you have to pull up your Disney Play app
Okay.
and decode it. It's on the rules next to the
Okay.
Halcyon wanted sign. And
Okay.
it says to enjoy your fuzzy tauntaun, you would have to acknowledge that it's an AT-AT. It says it.
Oh.
I did a lot of
I
research for
missed
the
that.
panel.
I was on the
I
Halcyon.
did a lot of
missed
research
that.
for the panel, and it says it. It's there.
I think they added that
And even say
They
for the
added
Halcyon
it.
since
Added it.
yep.
It's just one of the greatest scenes. It's they lose. That's what's awesome.
They do lose.
Yeah.
They lose. It's not a good thing for the resistance, which no one brings that up, or rebellion. It's not a good thing because people don't bring that up when they talk about resistance failing. They're not okay with that, but they're okay with the rebellion failing for some reason. But
Yeah.
whatever. Tom, number 6.
My number 6 is when, also from Empire Strikes Back, when Luke is on Dagobah and he's setting up camp, and then Yoda comes in and going through and just tossing shit out. I just fucking love that scene. I think it's hilarious. I think it's a great first introduction to Yoda.
Oh yeah.
Because you don't know him as the wise Jedi Master quite yet, and he's just this crazy green creature. So
That movie wouldn't work if Yoda doesn't work.
agreed. Yeah.
Big time.
And you know what's funny? Even with how we've seen him now in the prequels, that scene still works.
Oh, of course it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so weird.
Some people complain about it though, but it's just like
Nah,
he's
man.
toying with Luke.
He's
That's
messing
what he's
with him.
doing.
He's
Yeah.
also like hoping he's not there for what he's there for because he wants it to be Leia in canon.
Yeah.
So like he's kind of just like, oh, did you just come? Did you happen to crash? Like I don't want to tell you that I'm Jedi. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm Master Yoda.
I love how it's kind of like with what Obi-Wan says too. Like, of course I know him. He's me. And then eventually, like Yoda's like, Jedi Master, you seek Yoda. And
Yeah.
then eventually he's like, it's me.
It's me.
I love that.
I love that he like toys with Luke to get him frustrated.
Yep.
To see
Yeah.
how,
Oh,
he,
he's so frustrated.
how he handles being annoyed.
yeah, it's
it's
like
great.
his first test.
Mhm.
If he's
And he
like, should I
fails it.
train this guy? No,
Yeah,
I
he
shouldn't. He
fails
failed this
quite,
test.
quite a lot of those
which,
tests.
which
Yeah.
no one acknowledges. He gets told by Yoda and Obi-Wan not to leave, and he still does.
You don't
Mhm.
need your lightsaber in there either.
And he takes it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't say a word either. He just clips it and walks into the cave. Like, Yoda just told you, don't take it.
Yeah, Luke's kind of a dick, huh?
Kinda.
Not as
Stubborn.
big of a dick as Mace Windu, though.
No, the Mace Windu's the biggest dick of all.
Yeah.
All right. Is it-
Number 6 to Evan.
Number 6 is Obi-Wan versus Vader in A New Hope. It was on your both lists
Yeah.
already? Yeah.
Technically,
Same reasons.
Obi-Wan's death, yeah.
Yeah, Obi-Wan's death. Same reasons. Like the fight itself is lackluster. It's not about the fight. It's
Yeah.
about seeing Obi-Wan do, at the time, the most Jedi thing ever.
So did you guys ever see that like scene 66 or whatever that
Yeah.
thing is called?
The fan.
The
edit.
fan movie about the updated scene.
I think
It
I
looks
have.
so stupid.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
sorry.
like it.
Like, dude, I know they worked really hard on that, and it's not bad for what it is. But like, that to me shows you that not everything needs to be redone.
Yeah.
Like that works.
Modernized.
Yeah, that scene between those two work. The
Mhm.
funniest thing to me about that scene is you can see the cable running up Obi-Wan's arm that connects the lightsaber.
Ah,
Have you ever noticed that?
no.
You can see he's holding like and it was like
Yeah,
a power
yeah.
cable because the way they originally shot them was they would like it was rotating screen like movie screen material. So when light
Yeah.
hit it, it reflected off of it. So to keep it motorized, they had like a battery power thing that would spin the blade. So you can see it next time you're watching. Look for it. I'm surprised
Mhm.
that was something that wasn't got like deleted when they were doing the special editions.
Even
like, to edit
now,
that
like when they
out.
put it on Disney Plus.
Yeah, you would think they would like
Yeah.
McClunky. That's my number one. No, but yeah, it's a good one.
Should be.
Are we on me now?
Yes.
Yeah,
Six.
Number 6 for me is the cantina scene. There's 2 scenes in Star Wars that define what Star Wars is. It's the Twin Suns scene and this one because this gives you a lot of world building. It kind of shows you that anything's possible with creatures and aliens and
werewolf?
languages and the demon guy.
A devil?
The devil's there. There's a dude in a NASA spacesuit there. There's just so much weird shit in
not?
those
Yeah.
scenes,
Yeah.
and it's just kind of cool that you get to see everything. And like as a kid, like I remember like rewinding it and just like watching it, and just be like, "What is this shit? Like, what is this? This is so wild."
Yeah.
Because up to that point, like you've seen like humans and droids, and then you're like, "Wait, there's all this shit there too."
Yeah.
You
And
see
like
the
as,
Jawas.
as a
and the
kid, you know what
Tusken
a robot
Raiders.
is, and you're like,
Yeah.
droid, robot. Get
And
it.
to me, Tusken Raiders, I don't even know. Are Tusken Raiders human?
We don't know.
We've never seen their face, but people always talk about how they have like a wrap on their face. So like, we think so, but who knows?
I think they have a wrap on their face because whatever they were, remember they used to live in the ocean,
That's true.
so they're kind of protecting themselves.
the
Yeah.
sun.
Thanks to
Yeah.
the context of Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good call. Good call.
But it's just such a cool scene, and then you get the iconic look of what a Star Wars bar is set early. It's just cool. It's just and there's so much cool stuff.
Then you
in
get
that bar.
Han's introduction.
And if you want to know more about stuff in the bar that equates to Galaxy's Edge, make sure you come to the panel on May 26th at
Hey.
10:30 a.m. Pacific time. 'Cause I will be
Shameless
talking about stuff. I'm going to be
middle
promoting the
plug.
shit out of this. I'm
Yeah,
not going to
as
stop
you
talking
should,
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just a great scene. It was
Indeed.
hard to not put higher, but there's other stuff that's more impactful
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
to the story of Star Wars.
Now, to your point with the impactful to start, is Star Wars, my number 5 is C-3PO. All of him throughout all the original trilogy is my favorite. because this is very much a introduction and world building droid. He and R2 are constant throughout all Skywalker saga. So we're given this introduction to this very off-the-cuff robot who probably at that time people never saw like a droid with attitude, or a droid with that's just so much more than like beep, bop, boop and connecting shit. So
he's such a good character, and they're in every Star Wars movie but Solo.
Yeah. And then Rogue One was obvious fan service, though. That's one of the worst definitions of fan service, is it doesn't do anything. They're like, hey, look, it's R2.
But they're at Yavin.
Yeah, they're there, but the way they shot it, just, okay, we're cutting to them, and C-3PO goes, Scarif, they're going to Scarif.
Yeah, but do you want like a whole scene with them?
No, they could have just been like walking past.
But that would be fan service, too. And I feel like you'd be like, well, they should have at least said something.
No, if it's in the background of Mon Mothma talking, the scene is serving the plot.
That's
the scene
fair.
of him standing there saying Scarif doesn't serve the plot.
That's fair.
But I'm glad they're in it. I'm glad they're in it, but I like it.
I'd rather them be in it than not in it.
Same.
Also, kind of doesn't line up with why they're on Yavin.
Well,
right before being on the ship.
That's right, because they go to Yavin after.
From Yavin, they got on the Tantive 4 to go to Scarif.
Yeah.
To pick up the plans from Cassian and Jyn.
Okay.
Because everyone's kind of chilling on Yavin.
Yeah.
And that's when the Rogue One says, screw this, we're going secretly. And then the rest of the rebels say, oh crap, we are too, let's go.
In my head, that was at the end. That's not at the end where they show up?
No. That's right as soon as Jyn leaves the meeting and is like, screw this, they don't want to fight.
I remember this being at the end. I need to rewatch it.
It's right before they leave.
That makes more sense because in my head it was at the end of the movie, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. I need to rewatch Rogue One and actually pay attention this time.
Evan, what's your 5?
My number 5 is Luke versus Vader on the second Death Star in Return of the Jedi.
Oh, man.
That is just Palpatine being the most Palpatinist, and that is Vader being the most Vader, and Luke being the most Luke in the originals anyway. We get to see him. He's kind of failing for a little bit. He's about to just go full evil and kill Vader, and he's about to just do it all, and then Palpatine just gets too confident and says one extra little thing, and then Luke is like, oh yeah, maybe I shouldn't do this. And he tosses his saber away and he says, I'm not going to do it. So, and that whole fight. And then the reveal of the sister to Vader is sister, you have a sister. And then the whole dialogue's great in that scene. And that's shot really cool too. A lot of the scenes are just two silhouettes with a red blade and a green blade. Mm-hmm. And that's all you need to see and know.
One thing I've never been able to figure out in that movie, in that scene in particular, is how Vader doesn't see him.
Right, yeah.
He's standing hiding behind nothing.
I know.
Well, those lenses are black, so it's sunglasses in a darkly lit room, I guess.
He sees
red.
Know. Remember when they put the thing on, you kind of see that's like a red thing?
Yeah. Well, he does have different lenses, though.
Yeah,
So one movie it's red, a different movie it's black. The helmet and the whole suit changes from movie to movie.
That's right, yeah.
So
but still,
maybe that's the black lenses suit. I don't know.
I love the throne room scene. That was one of the things I had to get when that Hasbro TVC dropped. It's one of my favorite things I own from TVC. Yeah. But yeah, I've never understood how he was hiding there. He's like, no,
it's not the best hiding spot.
I like. We'll talk about it in a little bit too. But I love the heavy breathing of Vader in that scene.
Yeah, he's getting worn out. Yeah. He's an old man.
He's dope. All right.
And apparently, there's a secret little hideaway in that throne room where there is a Wayfinder. Who knew?
Yeah, who knew? Even back then in Return of the Jedi,
the dagger did.
The dagger knew.
The dagger knew.
The dagger was somewhere stabbing his son. My number was 5. My number 5 is the other scene that I was saying is a definitive what Star Wars is the twin sun scene. Oh, yeah. It encapsulates everything about Star Wars. It's Luke, it's hope, it's wanting more from life. It is the John Williams score, which that dude just doesn't miss. Did you hear that he wanted to come back for Obi-Wan and write a theme for Obi-Wan? John Williams did.
Is he going to?
Approached Kathleen Kennedy and said that he wanted to. They're not going to say no to him. He did it with Solo.
Yeah.
True.
The Solo theme's dope.
Oh, yeah.
It's not. I don't think enough people give that song credit. That song's really, really good.
It's used on the Falcon even, too. A lot of people don't even notice that. It's on the Falcon. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Where?
Corellia.
That's the Han Solo theme?
I don't know if... it might not be the official Han Solo. It might be... It's a track from Solo. I forget if it's his theme or which one it is.
I need to go back and listen to that now. I'm going to ride that this weekend. I might ride that Sunday,
Me too.
Actually.
I'm riding Sunday.
Oh, you're going. Oh, yeah, you said you're going Sunday.
I'm going full day Sunday, yeah.
Nice. I'm going to go after I drop my daughter off.
There you go.
Oh, no, I have her this weekend until Monday.
Till Monday.
Maybe we won't go to studio Sunday. Maybe we'll go to something else.
Today.
Anyway, Tom, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is, let me just double check. Oh, yeah, I would say, and it's 19 minutes into Empire Strikes Back, but it's when the full time the Imperial March plays, like fully. Like
It's the first time you hear it.
Yeah, you hear it vaguely. I actually looked this up earlier, just so faintly when the drones are deploying on Hoth. But you hear the full orchestra 19 minutes in when there's like a full fleet of Imperial starships.
Yeah, that's cool. A lot of people don't even know. You don't hear it in A New Hope. They just think it's in the first movie. But
Yeah, no,
it didn't even get introduced till Empire.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Empire has some. I think it's the second best. I don't know. Some of the scores are so iconic. I still think The Last Jedi is better overall.
Last
Yeah,
Jedi.
it
But
is
there
better
are
overall.
some dope themes in Empire Strikes
They
Back.
did a good job in the Skywalker Lego game with their themes and what they're playing.
Really?
Like playing The Last Jedi, I think what the score made
That
it so
score
much
is
cool.
so good. I wish more people would listen to that. I don't care if you don't like the movie or not. I think you're dumb, but I don't care if you don't like it. But it's that music is so good in that movie. Like you can truly listen to just the score, and if you've seen the movie, it tells the story. Like it's insane. I will fall asleep to that score all the time. And Canto Bight has some of the best Star Wars music ever, and
No,
it's not
it
even
does.
the best scene
And
in the movie.
Canto
by
Bight
far.
is in The Last Jedi. Is that correct?
Yes,
It
it
is 10:23 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Evan and Brad, and all of our listeners, thank you for listening.
Especially Kyle.
Especially Kyle. Happy birthday! But I want to let everybody know that The Last Jedi is still canon.
Yes. I was actually thinking about doing that on the panel.
Go for it.
Stealing
should.
it from you. And
Get
putting it
everyone to cheer. Be like, yeah. Everyone's going to cheer when you
like,
say
guys,
that.
it's 11. It's 10:50.
Be like, breaking news. Breaking news, everybody.
The Last Jedi still
It's still
canon.
canon.
It's 11:53. All right. Whose turn is it?
Evan, number 4.
Number 4 for me is Yoda lifting the X-Wing in Empire Strikes Back. The music is maybe top 5, top 10 Star Wars music ever. That's another Luke failing a lesson moment in
Yeah,
Star
he
Wars.
sucks.
Who knew
That
that he
is why you
failed? Who
fail.
knew? And then it's just Yoda being Yoda. And then we obviously get it perfectly called back and tied to in Episode 9, but this moment is better, and it's my 4th favorite moment. It's pretty good. It's
great.
It's probably might be top 5 iconic moment. You already said Twin Suns and Cantina, but lifting X-Wing might be number 3, 4, 5, somewhere in there. I don't know.
My number 4 is the Han and Leia kiss in Empire Strikes Back. Now, this is what I was talking about before. Is that in the cave when they're in the worm?
I think it is.
Yes.
It is,
Yes.
No,
right?
no. That's at Hoth. It's
They
at Hoth
kiss-
when it's.
They're on the Falcon.
They don't kiss in the ice caves.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, because
Yeah, the one I'm talking about is the
because
scene
Leia
where they're
says,
on the
"I'd rather
Falcon."
kiss a Wookiee,"
Oh,
and
what
then
the
Han
fuck?
says,
I
"I
could-
can arrange that.
I
He
can
could
arrange
use a
it."
good
Oh,
kiss."
that's right. That's right.
And then they eventually
Don't
get that
mind me.
kiss.
That might be like a Family Guy thing.
I think it is.
Yeah.
That's when the guy carries ice and he's like, "Hey guys, anybody
Yeah,
want
yeah,
some
yeah.
ice?"
No, they don't kiss in the worm. Yeah.
Wherever
I don't
that
think
scene takes place. Is that in
Okay.
the asteroid field? Where is that in the
The asteroid
movie?
field is in the worm. It's the same. Like they go into the asteroid
Do they
field.
kiss the first
and
time
then
before he's
land.
frozen in carbonite?
No, they kiss on the Falcon.
Yeah, and that's
Jesus.
when
All right.
It's the
that's when
scene.
3PO bursts in. I've figured out how to
He
stabilize.
goes, great. Why don't you go do that or something
Yeah.
like that? And
Yeah.
you can actually walk past that on the Falcon.
Yep.
They have it there, like you know,
Only
the,
to certain cockpits.
you know the room
but-
on the right, like when you
Yeah.
when you're
Mhm.
look, and you're like when you first come in, if you walk straight in and go
Yeah.
right to the right,
with
that
the
hallway,
dejeric table behind you.
yeah, that one on the right, you can walk right past the thing. She's like trying to. It has to be that scene because they're
It
fixing
is.
the ship.
Yeah.
I need to watch Empire again. I haven't seen it in a while, but I just love that scene so much because it's like
Yes.
it sets up everything else in Star Wars.
Totally.
And it sets the stakes that like she's picked Han because at that point we don't know
Mhm.
that they're brother and
To-
sister.
to go honeymoon on the Halcyon and
Yeah.
have Ben Solo.
Yeah, and then you get, especially with the sequels, you get Ben and you get
Yeah.
eventually them coming back together. And I don't know. I was always a sweet moment, and there's not a lot of that in Star Wars. That's like
No.
super sweet like that.
It's true.
I love it. All right, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is when they find out that Lando has sold them out to the Empire, and the beginning of what should have been an elegant dinner scene. When
love that.
Vader's just boom, boom, come on, what you got, bitch? you know, blocking
it.
them blasters and
That's
taking
a
it away
new
from
use
Han.
of the Force.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Every movie gives you something new.
That one has a bunch of it. Empire adds a lot
It
because
does.
you get the
Yeah.
Force moving and
Force Ghost,
The
deploying
meditation.
the saber to yourself.
I know Robot
Force-
Chicken gave it to us, but how fun would be a deleted scene if they actually sat down and had dinner?
oh, I need to rewatch those Robot Chickens. I watched them with
Yeah.
Alex when we were at Star Wars Celebration in Chicago, and I was drunk off my ass when we watched
Oh,
them.
it's fun watching it under the
I had a blast.
That's when you had the
Impression of
White
something.
Castle.
My
right?
yeah, that was that night.
Yep.
My favorite scene is Palpatine on the escalator.
Have you seen people recreate that scene?
No, but
Like
it's
the
so,
501st Legion
it's-
and stuff?
No, but it's so fun. Go fuck
Hey,
yourself.
hey, Stormtrooper. Hey, Stormtrooper.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then after like 50 of them, he's like, I'm tired of this.
He's like,
My
"Yep,
favorite was what I
fuck you.
is what I tagged at the end of Fourth Mother Box last week when
That's a great
Palpatine
one.
gets the call from Vader.
He's like, oh,
That-
come on. What are you doing?
that the first Death Star blew up. He's like, "Are you fucking kidding me? What's the
should-
aluminum Falcon?" and then the best
We should do a
part.
top 10 Robot Chicken.
Yes, the best part is when he's like, "Now quit your crying ass and get over here. I'm gonna tell everybody you're 7'5" asthmatic ass or something like."
And then he looks over to Masamida and he's like, oh, he's crying. He's crying.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna tell everybody a bunch of wussy you were about Patamimi or Panda Bear or whatever the hell her name is.
That's so great.
It's good.
I love on Family Guy too. This is a reoccurring bit they do where they talk shit about Seth Green.
Yeah.
Oh, so funny. He's
Yeah,
like,
Peter
"Wow."
hates him, right? Peter hates Seth
He
Green.
hates Seth
And then
Green.
Chris is like, Dad, if you go back and watch, I'm sure you'll see that
I've
people
been-
actually like Robot Chicken.
And they actually did it before a lot of the
Yeah.
stuff that Family Guy.
And he's
Oh,
like, and
Robot
then
Chicken
Peter's
does
like,
it so
Peter's
much
like,
better.
I don't know about that, Chris.
They do. Oh god, Robot Chicken does do it much better. I think.
Yeah, they do. They do.
I've been some of the sequels ones. I've been going back, like kind of watching Robot Chicken backwards. One of the funniest ones was like Ray when Ray was like, "I kissed my cousin or maybe brother, maybe he is my brother or maybe
Wait,
not my
they
brother."
did Robot Chicken ones for the new ones.
Oh,
they,
yeah.
they didn't do special episodes,
No,
but
just
there are
scenes,
skits
skits.
of,
Oh, I
of the
didn't know
They
that.
have
sequels.
I
one
didn't know they
of
did
Ray
that.
living in the Skywalker homestead, too.
Oh my god,
That's
with all
a
the
good one.
spice.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
spice.
No, really,
The
I gotta
neighbors,
watch. I didn't know that was
yeah.
a thing.
Yeah,
I need to
that's-
watch
they're
those.
great.
I'm gonna
They're
watch
great.
all of them.
I want a Family Guy sequels, but probably never gonna
It will
happen.
never happen.
Even though they own both of those
well,
franchises.
it's just Disney
so-
won't do it.
yeah.
They won't give them permission. Like George Lucas was a fan of Family Guy. That's the only
Yep.
reason that happened. in
And
the
a fan
first
of
place.
Robot Chicken.
Yeah.
George is in Robot Chicken. But
So, all right, who's
my
next?
number 3 is Luke versus Vader on Bespin in Cloud City, because that's I am your father, or no, I am your father. Yeah, not Luke. I am your father. People think he says Luke, but I am your father.
It's on my list.
That's
too.
pretty great. That whole fight scene's awesome because Vader's mostly just toying with him, but there's like the one scene when Luke jumps back up and shoots the steam in his face and the smoke in his face,
Impressive.
and then he's like, "Okay, I can't toy with you. I have to actually try." And then he's like,
But he still
actually
takes it
kicking
easy on him, and we'll get to
for
it
a
'cause
while,
it's
but he's
in a
like, he starts
crossover.
throwing all the stuff at him out the window,
Yeah.
and it sucks him out the window.
Sucks them both out.
And that's when he says,
Yep.
well, Vader grabs on the wall, doesn't suck Vader out.
Yeah.
But is that when he says all too easy? Oh no, that's when Luke first shows him like, I'm the real deal.
No,
No,
all too
he-
easy
all
is
too
when
easy
he
is when he
falls
kicks
in.
Yeah, he
into the
pushes him
carbonate,
into the
yeah.
pit, and
And
he
he-
thinks he's got him, and
And
he
he
says
uses
all
the
too
force
easy.
to like turn it on, and he jumps
And
up.
then Luke jumps up,
impressive.
and that's
Impressive.
when Vader realizes he can't just play around. He actually has to try.
Yeah.
But
'Cause
that
Luke
seems
is
great.
a fully formed Jedi for some reason.
Yeah.
But no one
He
has a
had
problem
like
with
4 failures on Dagobah, but now
that.
he's
no
a
one
Jedi.
no one has a problem with that.
No.
Isn't that weird how revisionist history works? I don't have a problem with it either, but I just am pointing.
I don't
out
have a problem with
hypocrisy.
Ray or Luke.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
But
pointing out
people have a
hypocrisy.
problem with only Ray and not Luke.
I'm too like, I don't know.
What's your number 3, Brad?
My number 3 is Yoda's introduction in Empire. Perfect scene. We've talked about it already. Nothing I can add. But it's just cool. Like I said, if that doesn't work, Empire and the rest of the Star Wars movies going forward don't work because you don't believe this character. Like, I like Puppet Yoda way more than CGI Yoda.
I like Phantom Menace Puppet Yoda.
That one's a little creepy.
I like it.
They
I wish it was still
I
there.
think they de-aged him a little too much. Like, he was a little too green.
Possibly.
He
Almost High Republic. Yoda
Yeah, I
instead.
feel like he was a little too young looking because they don't age that much. I mean, we're talking about 50 years.
Yeah, they really don't.
Especially now with
Good
Grogu,
point. Good
they
point.
don't age that quickly. So it's like it kind of looked a little janky. But
You know what Lego Skywalker missed the opportunity to do was like have a really tough to find conversation with Yaddle that she's pregnant.
Oh no.
that would have been great.
Oh man.
Off your Dagobah,
Yeah.
child support I will not pay.
It's been mentioned probably a million times by everybody, but the acting of Mark II to just go off of this puppet,
Yeah,
if that acting doesn't work back and forth, this doesn't work.
I know Jim
So
Henson
this-
gets a lot of credit and rightfully so, but I
Right.
think that Frank Oz is the best puppeteer of all time. I mean, there's there's
Possibly, yeah.
I don't think I could if you just had to just replace even if you kept the voice. the puppeteering that Jim Henson would have done for Yoda wouldn't feel the same. Like Frank Oz just is Yoda. Like even when I hear him talk, it just sounds like Yoda to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a mixture of Yoda and Fozzie. Like it's just like this. I can just tell it's him. He is Yoda. I love Yoda. The more I watch the movies, the more I fall in love with Yoda.
Mm-hmm.
I love him. I really hope we get his legacy saber one day.
We will.
We're gonna.
Hope so.
1,000%.
I thought we were gonna get it when they showed it in Mando. Like, oh, it's gonna release with cows. That's really what I thought, but I was wrong yet again. Tom, number 2.
My number 2 is Tarkin's most boss moment ever. We'll blow up Alderaan if you don't tell us where the roll base is. Oh, it's on Dantooine. Oh, okay. Hey, blow it up anyway.
Back to Family
he knew
Guy.
she was lying.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah.
Back to Family Guy though. She said no. Should we still do it?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's
love it.
very much like a look. Tarkin might be the real villain of this movie.
Yeah.
Kinda
He kinda
vibe.
is.
He
Yeah.
really is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Until he blows up.
Do you guys feel like there's any conflict? This is kind of a little bit of an off tangent. Do you guys feel like there's at any point in the movies up until Return of the Jedi, there's any deviation in Vader? Like, do you feel like he's conflicted in any way? Because I don't. I kind of feel like him turning is like a really weird last minute.
Well, I don't think he ever wants to kill Luke. He's always trying to turn Luke. That's his whole plan the whole time.
Because he wants him to take over the Emperor and run it.
Yeah, I think
but he
that
doesn't.
is
He's not
his real
conflicted in
plan.
the sense of like they're still good at him.
No,
But
Vader
why is
knows
it-
he's going to be evil forever, and he wants to have
But then
Luke join him.
Then what's the switch at the end? Like, what's the point of that?
Just to prove that there could still be good in you and you can turn and confess your sins before
It's
it's
just
I think-
storytelling. I
well,
guess. but-
he sees the power. I mean, this sounds corny, but like the power of the goodness in Luke. And he's
No,
like,
I think that's exactly what they were trying to get
Yeah.
across.
Yeah, that's
like,
what he's
still,
trying to
no matter
do.
what, Luke wouldn't turn. And
Yeah,
he
and
could
he's
have
like,
been that.
Luke can't be turned, so I need to help him, and I'm going to turn and get rid of Palpatine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay, I just was curious what you guys thought about that.
But
I don't think it comes out of nowhere, but yeah, I think that's
I
you
think-
don't
see,
see it
I-
until Return of the Jedi.
I still think that is what it is, but I still think that feeling comes out of nowhere.
Okay.
It's almost like
That's fair.
when someone's on their deathbed and then they're like a staunch atheist, and then at the last one they're like, "I love Jesus.
Yeah,
I love
that
Judas,
doesn't
just in
count.
case."
I'm sorry for killing
does-
all
no.
those kids.
I went to school to be a youth pastor. It definitely counts.
I mean, if you are genuine,
if you're genuine,
but
but I think the fear
God
would
can,
make you
God
genuine.
can really tell.
I think the fear would make you genuine,
That's a confusing question,
right?
Yeah, that's
It
not
is.
something I can ever answer.
I know.
If fear can make it genuine. I don't know. It's a good question.
Because if someone has a gun to your head and like say it, you're like, I mean it. Or you do in that
it's like,
moment.
do you mean it, or are you just saying it so I don't shoot you?
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's-
But in the moment, you're like, I mean it. I don't
Yeah.
know. That's a weird, like, I've always had that weird question about
That's a good
religion.
debate. Something I can never answer.
What's your number 2? You can answer that.
I can answer number 2 easily. The Battle of Hoth is my number 2.
Wow.
Yeah, when
I'm really shocked that was on your list.
I'm surprised.
I am very, color me surprised.
All right, I will color you surprised,
What-
and I will color
I,
Evan shocked.
I need to go get that Crayola. Here, let me come back. It's in my box next to shocked. Oh, surprised. There you go.
There it is.
Yeah, there it
What
is.
color is surprise? Yellow?
Fuchsia.
Fuchsia?
Fuchsia.
Got it.
But Austin put it on the shoes he made for me. You know, he knows how much I love the Battle of Hoth, and I'm not gonna say the name of them, but the 4-legged armored devices that are attacking the rebels on the Battle of Hoth. I have a toy of back home. I couldn't fit it in my suitcase. I was gonna try to bring it, but I settled for this. And
You should.
couldn't. I didn't say that. Who
You
said
should have
that?
told me, man. You could have got a box, a cheap box from Walmart, and I could have sent you a free, like a label would have cost you like, but a
Well,
few bucks to ship.
It's gonna come down here eventually.
Good.
Someone's gonna drive it to me, or I'm just gonna do a box or something. But I'll have to show you pictures. I gotta show you pictures.
Yeah, I wanna
Austin
see-
made
I wanna
me.
see it.
Well, not of that, but Austin made me the sickest gift ever. I couldn't haul it down here. It wouldn't fit my suitcase.
Speaking of gifts,
So-
I ordered your birthday gift the other day. I finally found something, and I showed it to Tom. I really think you'll dig it. Another Etsy thing. It won't ship until May 22nd.
What in the Christ?
I think it's because it has to be printed,
Yeah.
and and the holder for it has to be printed.
Yeah.
But still, you didn't just make a bunch of it. Like, I thought the whole point of Etsy was because the reason I bought it, I was like, it'll be here like this week,
Yep.
because it was like there's only 2 left. So to me, that goes,
It's already made.
it's made and it's sitting there. You just
Yeah.
gotta put it in a box.
Just
And
they have the materials to make it.
but that's so fucking
I
dumb.
agree.
I hate it. Don't
I
tell me you
agree.
have something if you don't have it,
I'm with you.
Kind of like Star Wars video games.
right? But I think you'll dig it, man. I think.
Oh yeah.
you'll
Well,
like it.
when I show you what Austin made, when I do get it, it's going right here. It's,
Okay.
It's awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's awesome. But he made those shoes, Battle of Hoth. I've always loved the Battle of Hoth. It's
I'm taking my Jedi Talk shoes.
pretty awesome.
the
Oh, yeah.
celebration.
I'd disown you if you didn't.
We might need to get together and get some for him through Austin for
No question.
Christmas.
No question.
For Tom. Have you seen the Jedi Talk shoes?
Yes.
The Converses? You like Converses, right?
Sure.
Sure.
That doesn't sound very convincing.
No. We'll get him a pair of flip-flops that are Jedi
No.
Talk.
Yeah.
I'm not a flip-flop.
We'll get-
That's true. Me and Brad
get
are
a-
flip-flops.
We'll get him some Jedi Talk underwear.
Give me the Jedi
Victoria's
Talk Under
Secret.
Armour gym shoes, like $80 a pop. These things are, and that's on the low.
I had
end
those
for-
same shoes. Those are
it's on
great
the low
shoes.
one for Under Armour. Yeah, they are. I like the Project Rock shoes.
Converse it is.
Yeah. What's your number 2, Brad?
Hang on, I forgot what it was. My number 2 is...
Don't take it, number 2.
Luke fights Vader in Episode 6 for all the reasons we talked about before. It's just a great
This
scene.
is my number 1, so I'll jump right into it.
Perfect. Let's talk about it because it's we've already talked about it a little bit, but it's just such a cool, like, the music is fucking awesome in that scene.
You get Palpatine a lot.
Palpatine a
Palpatine's
lot.
theme in there.
You get the Force lightning for the first time up to that point.
Yeah.
You see him using the prequels and then Rey
I just
use
keep
it.
going back to Family Guy. Didn't think I could do that, did you? Force lightning. Dude, look at that.
I love it. I just think it's another one of those scenes where it's just like, this is Star Wars. It's good triumphing over evil. It is the Force. It is lightsabers. It's battle. You have the fight going on outside between the Resistance and I keep saying Resistance, between the Rebellion
It's
and
interchangeable.
the Empire.
It's the same.
It's just perfect. It's your number 1. So
It's my number 1, and specifically these two scenes that happen back to back. And this is Darth Vader's last dark side act as a Sith, when he calls out Leia to Luke to bait him to tap into the dark side. And then that's essentially when this scene, my second favorite part of the scene, is when he beats the shit out of him with his lightsaber.
Luke's
cuts
just
his
hacking
hand
away
off.
at him. Just,
Because he's tapping into that. And that's that right there kills Darth Vader.
He really does.
And he's basically like coming back, and then he does his good old Anakin duty, throws him down the chute. He survives somehow, and then here we are.
He returned somehow.
Yeah, he did.
because he actually doesn't survive.
That's
I
true.
know his
His
consciousness
His
or
spirit,
his
whatever the fuck
Sith
you want to
spirit
call it.
goes
Where's
wee.
Beaumont? Beaumont, what happens? Tell me.
He's like,
I don't know,
What
man. I got
happened?
nothing.
Did you play Fortnite? I hope you did.
Oh my God!
do
I
not.
wonder what Rise of Skywalker Lego.
Oh,
will,
man,
will do with
yeah.
that scene.
Beaumont's a playable character, so like he's gonna
Oh,
have
funny.
something to do. I bet they have some joke in there. That's great.
Okay.
All right, number two.
My number 1.
Yeah, number one.
It'll be
Number
mine
one.
and then yours. My number 1 is the Battle of Yavin and Han's return to like. You kind of see it coming, but like that doesn't lessen it any. Like Han just comes back and saves the day. Get Obi-Wan kind of Force Ghost, but not officially, so because we don't know Force Ghost yet. But like he comes back and helps Luke, and the first guy who I'm a bad fan. Who fails with the proton torpedoes going into the exhaust port? Is it Red Leader or Gold Leader?
Is it Wedge?
I don't know. No, isn't Wedge Luke's wingman? And Luke says, "Get out of there! You can't do any good back there." And then he flies off and goes, "Sorry."
Yeah.
Wait,
That's
I
Wedge.
thought Death Star 2?
No. Battle of
I'm
Yavin.
sorry.
That's
I'm
Battle
sorry.
of Yavin first
For some
one,
reason, I'm sorry. I was thinking Death Star 2 because it's in my head for whatever reason. I don't
Whoever
remember.
misses that shot, it's like, oh, like the movie's building up. You think that's gonna be it, and then like he fails, and you're like, are they gonna lose? Like, what's going on? And then Luke saves the day. Well, Han saves the day technically, but Vader being a badass pilot's
You're all
cool.
clear again. Now let's blow this thing and go home. Great scene. That's
yeah.
It's actually, you know what? First time I saw that, I didn't see that coming.
I don't think I did
Han Solo's
either,
so-
but I was like 3.
He's
so
out
I
for
don't know.
himself the entire movie, so like
True.
it's
Yeah.
kind of like it is a cool moment because you're like, oh, this is not what I thought was going to happen. It was for me when I was a kid. When I
Yeah,
first saw it, I
like
was
when you're
it's cool.
3, probably you don't see it coming. But if you watched any movie throughout your life,
Sure.
you're like,
You see
okay,
it
I can
coming.
see it. But that doesn't make it bad. It's cool. He comes
you,
back.
You get
and-
the iconic Vader. What?
Yeah, what? Well, I love how the TIE fighter next to him just crashes into him.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what causes him to spiral off.
Yeah.
I'm like, really? That's what caused one of the, quote, best pilots in the galaxy to just spiral off?
spinning out in space for
Yeah.
2 weeks.
We keep going back to this. He tried spinning, okay? It's a good trick.
It is a good trick. That's how he survived.
Yeah.
Brad, what's
Not
your
somehow, that's how.
number 1?
My number 1 is Luke and Vader on Cloud City in Bespin.
Mm.
That fight, it's the most iconic scene of Star Wars.
It
It's
is.
top 3 in movie history. So
Easily.
No, I'm Your Father. I mean, it's. I love how they filmed that scene too. They literally fed them. The only person that knew was Mark Hamill and the writers and George Lucas.
Nice.
And the original line that they had given to David Prowse to say was, "Obi-Wan killed your father."
That's right.
And I just love the turn. I remember it blew my mind as a kid. Like, it's his dad. That's wild. I just think the scene's perfect. Like the fight leading up to it's perfect. The whole scene is just it's the best. It's the best thing in Star Wars, in my opinion. I love it. That's lackluster for my number one.
Not really.
Talked
We
about
already
it before.
talked about it.
So,
I wouldn't say it's lackluster.
But yeah,
I think anybody you would argue, you talk top 100 moments of Star Wars, which we still have to do. I know we
That
were
would be in
talking
there.
Oh, yeah.
Easily in there.
about. That's going to be top
five, probably.
easily.
I mean, I can't think of anything that tops it.
Yeah.
I mean, even as much as I love like Luke on Crate, I don't think it's as good as
Luke Mandalorian, first time.
We're gonna have to have a cutoff. Is it only like TV and movies? So
Yeah,
like Rebels, Clone Wars.
Yeah, TV
Okay,
movies,
so
yeah.
like books, no. Comics, no. Okay.
Like main canon shit. Yeah.
Gotcha. What about Galaxy's Edge?
No.
No. What about Star Cruiser?
No.
You haven't been there yet. You're not gonna change your mind, but it's great. But there's not a top 100 Star Wars canon moment all time in it. But it's
Okay.
still great.
top 100 though. That's a lot.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think
but-
Brad and I are going to have one after we do the missions on Batuu.
You're
Yeah.
right. That might be a top 3 fan moment of all time. I don't know about Star Wars canon moment of all
Well,
time.
if I like it, then I'll call it canon.
Hey, this Jabba is freaking me the fuck out.
Is he staring at you the whole
Dude,
time?
it's creepy. His
He's got
eyes are soulless.
he stares into your soul.
It's
Yeah, wow.
freaking me out.
Oh my god! I just remembered. There's on Canto Bite.
You put
when-
it back to look at you again.
Yeah, I
Thank
know.
you.
I did on purpose. When you play Canto Bite, right before you go inside of the casino, there's a Hutt on the right. Her name is Mama the Hutt.
She's from Clone Wars.
Mama is.
Yeah.
There you go. I didn't know
that's
that.
wild.
But she's
Except
in.
she is dead by this point, but Lego isn't canon, so that's fine.
Yeah. So Mama the Hutt, and you can only do work for her if you're a bounty hunter. So
Wow.
you have
interesting.
to you have to play as Boba
It's like-
Fett or another bounty hunter.
Din Djarin.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
That's cool.
All right. Thank you so much for listening to this
Let's do
episode.
it.
Remember, if you're at Star Wars Celebration, May 26th at 10:30 a.m.
You're going to Celebration?
I'm going to be at Star Wars Celebration,
I didn't know
and
that.
I'm actually going to be hosting a panel there.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's called Galaxy. The Secret. What is it called?
The Beauty of Batuu.
Galaxy's.
The beauty of Tom's acting. Dang.
What is it? I forget the name of the panel. I had it.
Hey, we haven't mentioned it before, so it's why it's coming.
It's
up.
fresh off my head. I don't.
Yeah.
Oh my
you know,
gosh.
It's one of those things I haven't really nailed it all down.
of the butthole. Look at the
That's a different panel at a different convention.
Yep.
The balloon fetish
Um,
convention. Pop it.
Where's my little announcement? Damn it. Oh, damn it.
I'm
Just go.
going
You'll
for
see it.
Jerry.
Just follow us
It's-
on.
We mentioned it earlier in another episode.
Yeah, go back and listen again,
Yeah,
you
just
plebes.
Re-download the last one. Give us more downloads, and then
Just redo all that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Support my Patreon.
Support
Subscribe
the Patreon.
and like. Smash the like button.
This is the Beauty of Batuu, the hidden details and secrets of Galaxy's Edge and the Halcyon.
There we
It'll
go.
be hosted by me,
Boom.
Star Wars Celebration, May 26th from 10:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the fan stage.
Oh my god.
Make sure you go and check that out if you're there. Get your Jedi Talk sticker.
Tom and I are going to force projection ourselves there.
Yeah.
And then die.
That's okay.
Die. Thank you guys for listening. We will see you on the next show, the last show before we go on the Halcyon, Tom.
Ooh,
Can't wait.
man.
Thank you so much for listening. We will see you on the next show. Until then, stay safe. May the Force be with you.
Always.
Rise, Jedi Knight!